Naomi Osaka has dropped the trailer of a Netflix documentary about her life amid a press blackout lasting several weeks in which she has refused to speak with the media. The trailer opens with the tennis star declaring, "No one really knows the sacrifices that you make," before continuing, "Now I don't care what anyone has to say." Osaka, 23, withdrew from the French Open in May after refusing to take part in her press obligations and has not played in a tournament or spoken to the media since, citing her struggles with depression and anxiety. Despite continuing her press blackout, the four-time Grand Slam champion's agent has confirmed that she will be competing at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games later this month and will take part in press conferences. The documentary, which will be available globally on July 16, comes just weeks after she reappeared on social media to publicize a glossy new photo shoot for the August issue of Vogue Japan. The Netflix documentary is billed as an intimate look inside the life of one of the most gifted and complex athletes of her generation and will give viewers a taste of what shapes Osaka as both an elite global superstar and a young woman navigating a pressure-filled world. In the trailer, Osaka said, "Before I won the US Open, so many people told my dad I would never be anything. I think the amount of attention I get is kind of ridiculous. No one prepares you for that. I always have this pressure to maintain this sweet pea image, but now I don't care what anyone has to say. For so long I've tied winning to my worth as a person. What am I if I'm not a good tennis player?" The Japanese star also said her main motivation for playing tennis was to help her mother be happy and stop working. She revealed that her mother would work overtime and sleep in her car in order to make ends meet and help Osaka in her career. Osaka pulled out of the French Open in May after only one match and declared she was stepping away from the court amid the furore around her refusal to attend the press conference. She was fined $15,000 by officials for refusing to appear in front of the media after the first-round match, and a joint statement from the four Grand Slam organizers said she would face more substantial fines and future Grand Slam suspensions if she continues her boycott. On May 31, she wrote, "I'm gonna take some time away from the court now. But when the time is right I really want to work with the tour to discuss ways we can make things better for the players, press and fans." Revealing her struggles with depression and anxiety, she said, "I think now the best thing for the tournament, the other players and my well-being is that I withdraw so that everyone can get back to focusing on the tennis going on in Paris." She then returned to social media on June 21 to share the snaps from her photo shoot with Vogue Japan, in which she appeared decked out in several designer labels. Her decision to withdraw from media duties proved divisive, with many legends of the game criticizing her for neglecting her duties while others commended her stand in support of mental health. Rafael Nadal said that although he sympathized with Osaka, the media was an essential part of the job. But former Wimbledon champion Boris Becker was more critical, saying stars can't have half the cake, and said that Osaka's career might be in jeopardy. He said, "If she can't cope with the media in Paris, she can't cope with the media at Wimbledon. She can't cope with the media at the US Open." Ashley Barty, the women's world #1, agreed that press conferences were essential. "We know what we sign up for as professional tennis players," the Australian said. I can't really comment on what Naomi is feeling or her decisions she makes. At times press conferences are hard, of course, but it's also not something that bothers me. I've never had problems answering questions or being completely honest with you guys. It's not something that's ever fazed me too much. The star's sponsors, including Nike and MasterCard, have backed her decision. Such deals have helped make Osaka one of sport's highest earners. Her multiple sponsors have helping her to rake in $55.2 million in the past 12 months. Only $5.2 million came from tennis winnings, while the rest came from endorsement deals with the likes of Nike, Beats by Dre, MasterCard, and Nissan.